don't come to United States. Job market is extremely brutal right now.
Breaking just moments ago, jobless claim numbers are in. It's not good.
The U.S. labor market made solid gains. The biggest federal layoffs began to hit.
172,000 job cuts announced. That's a more than 100% increase over the last month.
Today I want to have a very real and unfiltered conversation with you about studying in United States, especially if you're planning to come in fall 2025. Listen, if you're not willing to put in hard work, US is probably not the right choice for you. I'm not saying all of this to discourage you because I genuinely care about you and your future, and I just want you to be extremely prepared for the reality when you enter the United States. Now, I know there are gonna be haters on this video and commenting, so why don't you go back to India, or you had a very easy way to get green card, or I'm just trying to discourage people even though I am in United States. Look, I am not trying to discourage you. I do want you to come to United States and be successful here, but I've actually spoken to so many students in the last 1 year who have gone back to India with $50,000 to $100,000 debt. I've spoken to parents because they were worried about their kid and their future because they had such a big loan and they didn't want it to take some drastic steps. So they were worried about that. I've spoken to kids who have been crying. They have graduated 1 year ago and still struggling to find an internship or even a paid job. They're doing volunteer job, they're doing unpaid internship, and they're asking money from their parents and they feel miserable about it. And some of them are in the state where they don't know what to do. They are so lost right now. And understand the fact that I don't make money if you come to United States or you don't come to United States. But consultants in India want you to go to United States because they make money off of you. Universities in United States think of you as a cash cow because you come to United States and you pay $50,000 or $100,000. They make money off of you. For me to say this thing is to just to give you a reality check of like what's going on and how can you be extremely prepared for fall 2025 season. And I know that if you're coming in for fall 2025, you will probably graduate in 2027 and we don't know what the future looks like, but just watch the entire video and make the decision based on awareness versus just blindly coming because someone else is coming, because you just think that coming to United States is gonna be like a golden spoon. You just have to enter the United States and life is gonna be good. It's not, trust me. All right, there are several segments of this video. Let's start with the first one, which is job market is brutal. You can ask anybody who is, if anyone is saying like no, job market is getting better or it is better right now, they probably don't have a full understanding of the job market. Especially if you don't have work experience, you are going to struggle. I'm going to read some of the messages from my WhatsApp community, which you get to be part of if you join my ultimate job hunting group. These students just recently joined our program and this is what they said, what they're going through. I'm not going to read through the entire message. Feel free to stop and read yourself. But here's the message. My OPT is ending in June and I am thinking of joining a consultancy for my STEM extension. However, since they run the payroll and it requires us to pay them back, this is the whole jugaad. As a new grad with no experience, securing a full-time in this market has been really tough. You know, I've been actively applying every day, networking, asking for referrals, upskilling, but nothing seems to be working. After almost a year of job searching, I'm wondering if it's a good idea to go back to India. Again, I'm going to skip through all of this. Mentally, it's getting tougher and tougher. The US dreams almost feel shattered at this point. Another student said, same year, trying year and a half, one and a half year, but no luck. Another student agreed saying, same year. Another student said, yes, even I want to know, I'm going to graduate this May and I am depressed because I don't have any option and I'm thinking to join a staffing company. Here's what another student said. Today I went to university career fair. Apparently I interacted with 5 to 6 companies and their teams, they gave me the feedback to my resume. 4 of the companies literally said, it's kind of a sorrowful as you guys have good skill, but unfortunately we can't hire international students. Here's another student said, if nothing works out, then my plan is to go apply for good companies in India and get a 12 lakhs package and get going. The reason I was reading these messages is to show you these are the actual students who are studying in United States who joined my ultimate job hunting course and they shared this thing. I'm working with them to help them to get an internship and hopefully full-time jobs as well. This is the reality check that you need to see before you make a decision, because it's going to cost you a lot of money, but also with that mental trauma, stress and time. So I'm not trying to say that you should not come to USA at all, but the core message is that you will have to work extra hard. It's no longer the Instagram dream of like you just have to come to United States and life is going to be good, or you just go to a branded university. In fact, there are students from Cornell University, CMU, in my job hunting community, and even they are struggling. Many companies are even changing the rules of the game. For example, previously it used to be where they would ask the question in the job application, would you require sponsorship now or later? This includes OPT or H-1B visa. Now they are asking the question, do you require sponsorship or any support for CPT, internship, OPT, H-1B? This is kind of crazy because we don't require sponsorship for internship, but they are asking this question even today. And if you marked yes, you most likely will trigger an auto rejection. And that is what a lot of students are facing today. Will the market change? We don't know that. But when you come, you have to understand the hiring timeline. For example, if you come for fall 2025, you are going to land in August 2025. You will find out that within 15 days, the peak hiring season is going to be there. This is when big tech company hires. You will realize that you are not prepared. Hopefully you are now after watching this video, but you will realize I don't have my resume, LinkedIn, portfolio. I don't even know what to do to get myself ready for internships and interviews and all of this. And then you miss out on the first hiring season, which is, by the way, for the next year summer internship. Then you start next year and you're like, okay, now I'm gonna ready. But then everybody is during this time also trying to apply. People who are graduating who are also applying, and all of that drama is gonna go on. So my point is, if you haven't already started building a solid roadmap of how are you going to secure an internship or co-op, you're already super late. Yes, it's March right now. If you're watching this video in the March of 2025, and if you're planning to come for August and you don't have a clear understanding of what your job role is going to be and how are you going to get there, you're kind of late. So start preparing right now. And if you need additional help, please come and join our ultimate job hunting community. You get to be part of WhatsApp group, weekly sessions and all of those things that you will get to be part of. Plus you'll get the course, and you'll also meet some of the alumni who have gotten jobs in Meta, Tesla and all of those companies. But regardless, let's talk about some work experience. Now, if you are planning to come to United States and you don't have work experience, let me be extremely clear. You are going to struggle. There is just no denial. Trust me, in my job hunting community, there are students from Cornell and CMU with 3+ years of experience, and yet they are struggling to get interview calls. I have students from Duke, I have students from Purdue University. Even they are struggling to get interview calls. People who have brand names, people who have 3+ years of experience, they are struggling to get interview calls. So if you think that you are going to get interview calls magically just with zero work experience, trust me, you're not thinking right. So my advice is, first, try to get 2 to 3 years of experience before you come to United States. And hopefully by then, market will also be corrected. And also you will have a clear understanding that, okay, where do I want to be in the industry? And if you want to be product manager, then you have certain experience in product management. If you want to be business analyst, data analyst, you have done some kind of work experience in that field. So you have a clear path that that's what I want to do, versus right now, when you come with zero experience, you don't know where you want to go. So that is a big problem. Now, let me comfort you by saying that there are some students who have zero coding idea, but yet got a call from Meta and has a job offer from Meta. We actually did a live session with that person. There are also students who had zero work experience and got data science internship at a healthcare company. So there are examples where students are getting internships and full-time jobs, even though they don't have work experience, but those are exception and those are rare. If you think about it, if the placement rate was 100%, now it's dropped to like 50-60%. And if it was 50-60%, it's dropped to like 25-30%. So there are going to be students who are successful, and those are the stories that you're watching, but you're not watching the rest 50% of the students who are struggling, because they don't want to come and share that I'm struggling. Who's going to come and tell like, I spent like $50,000 and I didn't get a job. No one is going to come to my podcast and say like, I'm struggling. That is the problem. You only see the success stories because those are the only students who want to come and share their story. They don't want to come and share stories that I'm struggling. I don't have a job. I have an unpaid internship. I'm volunteering. I'm asking money from my parents. Problem is, you're not only seeing the good side of the story, but I want to tell you that it is possible, but it's just extremely hard. You just have to, from the day you land, even before you land, you have to be extremely focused. So let's filter out some audience over here. If you're still watching this video, if your goal to come to United States is to get an experience of US education, learn, have some university experience, have the lifestyle experience and all of that, and go back to India or to your home country, this video is not going to bother you. This video is totally fine. You can skip this video. But if the goal is that you want to come here, you want to build a successful life here, you want to build a successful career here, you want to make money, you want to get a full-time job, internship, pay off your loan, and build a successful life moving forward, then trust me, you want to start today after watching this video. And I'm hoping that some current students who are watching this video will share what is going on in the market for them in the comment section. So don't just take my word for it. Read the comment section and you'll see that they are also agreeing with what I'm saying. So again, if you are a fresher and if you have no work experience, I understand. Don't rush into things. I would like, if you feel like extremely confident, if you feel like if I were to interview today and you are ready, if you have your resume ready, if your LinkedIn ready, portfolio ready, and you are willing to put in everything it takes to get an internship or a full-time job, then please come. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy. All right. Now, there are some specific programs that I really don't like. One of them is MIM program. Now, Masters of Information Management. They call it that it's a mini MBA for the people who have less work experience. They don't have to go MBA route. They can do this. This is a cash cow program for universities. They thought like, okay, we don't want to wait for people to get MBA. It's going to take like 5-6 years of experience. So instead, let's create another program where we can say like, oh, this is like a mini MBA. You can get a business type of degree and you don't require work experience. I mean, sure, you will get the degree, but who's going to hire you? Like, if you want a mini MBA and also the job of like someone who has an MBA, why would I not hire someone who has an MBA degree? Why would I not hire someone who has experience? If you want a job of product manager or a technical program manager, I'm going to try to find someone who has done similar work, right? So my thinking is that don't just blindly go for these MIM programs, which are very lucrative. They are waiving off the fees and all of this. They're probably giving scholarship. Trust me, these are traps and you don't want to do it. Unless, again, you go through the program, you have to talk to seniors, you have talked to alumni who have gone through this, and they say that, yes, it's good. These are the job roles you are going to get. And yes, these are my experiences and this is how I got my job. Then maybe, but don't just blindly follow consultancies in India who are telling you to go for these MIM programs. All right, since we are talking about money and loan, you also want to be absolutely clear when it comes to choosing your university. This is another thing that I keep seeing a trend. Having a $80,000 debt is going to be a lot more stressful compared to no debt or $40,000 debt. It is going to impact you mentally, stressfully, and it will impact your job hunting just because you have this pressure continuously versus if you had no debt. Why do I mention, no debt? Like, let's say if cost was one of your problem, maybe consider universities like Purdue University. One, it is less fees, like $45,000, plus they have amazing co-op program. So you'll hopefully end up, paying off half of your entire tuition fees or maybe entire tuition fees, who knows. Or universities like Oklahoma State University or Chico State, where the fees is extremely low. So don't just blindly go to universities. Do your research before you make a decision. So again, think about cost a little bit. And if you have no problem with the cost and you got some money, no problem at all, then look how the university is helping you finding a job and internship. That is the question you want to ask them when they do info sessions. You want to ask those questions to your alumni and to people who are studying right now. How is university helping you find a job or an internship? Because it's their responsibility. But for them, if they're just seeing you as a cash cow, you don't want to go to these universities. Okay, here's another thing that I want to touch on. A lot of students complain about location. My university is not in a good location. I agree. Location is important. And students who are in good location, if you're choosing a university in Chicago, New York, Dallas, Boston, or San Francisco or Dallas, you better take advantage of those locations, because what I see is students just stay in their apartment and they're in their comfort zone and never take advantage of the location that they are in. If you just stay in your apartment and don't take advantage of that location by networking, by going to conferences, competitions, meetups, then it doesn't matter to pay that premium price. Now, for students who are not in this prime location, who stops you from going to this location? Nobody. Like, for example, Chico State student, I was talking to somebody. For you, it's a 3-hour drive to San Francisco. Like, I don't understand. Why can't you just rent a car? It's going to cost you maybe $50. 4 of your friends, $10 per person. And just take the car, drive it to San Francisco, go to the conferences, hackathons, events, all of those things you can do. You just want to sit in your apartment. You just want to complain that my university does not support me. My university is in the remote town. No, you don't want to take the effort, extra mile to go to the locations and network. I understand and I empathize if you're extremely far and it's impossible and all of this. Like, I totally get it. Like, I'm talking about Chico State students over here or Sac State students, because they are like extremely close to San Francisco. So you should not complain. I mean, figure out a way to do it. If you're just going to complain, then yeah, like, yes, you will not get an internship job. But what are you doing extra? So don't blame everything on your university is what I'm trying to say. And like I said, I empathize with the students who are in completely remote town and completely far away. You have to take a flight or anything. I get it. Maybe you can plan one trip where maybe you can decide like, okay, for all the women who can go to Grace Hopper Conference, Society of Women Engineers. There are other NVIDIA conference, Google conference. Maybe you plan strategically that once every 6 months, I'm going to decide to go go to this event. And that you can plan out in your budget, because those are the investments that you do want to make versus just making an investment in a higher paying college. Okay, I know some of you have probably gotten admits at this point, and some of those universities might be ASU, UTD, UNT, SUNY Buffalo, and Northeastern, and so on. I'm going to say something controversial, and maybe not a lot of people will like this, but hear me out. Peer quality, the quality of students who are in your cohort will matter and impact on your job hunt. If whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me, your surrounding matters a lot. So what I'm trying to say by saying these universities, see, they made a good name, they had a good brand, and then they got greedy by partnering with bunch of consultancies in India where they pay $5,000, $10,000 per student. So everybody's sending the students over there. So first the batch was 50, now the batch is 500, and they lost the quality because everyone is getting admit. What I mean by that is, I was in different universities. I've been to like 15 plus universities. I'm actually traveling to Boston. I'm going to travel to IIT Chicago and other universities. I love these universities. I'm not saying like these universities are bad. By no means I'm saying those things. I'm just saying who you surround with when it comes to your university will matter. So choose your friends wisely, because there are some people who are just going to be relaxed, and they're going to be like, okay, last semester dekh lenge. But utna time nahi hoga bhai. Like, I'm telling you, you need to start from the day one. So pick your group who are extremely motivated, even if you are in these universities, because at the end of the day, it is going to be your responsibility. Nobody is going to give you guarantees. I don't give guarantees. Universities are not going to give guarantees. Your consultants in India will not give guarantees. So it is totally your responsibility to make the best ROI for the decisions that you have taken. Now, I know this is like a venting video or rambling video, and this is like I'm jumping from one point to another point. All this is to say, reality of United States right now is that job market is brutal. If the goal is for you to build a successful life and not just to enjoy the US lifestyle and New York lifestyle and, click a photo and post it on Instagram, if that's not the goal, and if the goal is to actually build a successful career, come prepared with full awareness. Come prepared and start preparing today, right now, after watching this video. If you have any further question, please let me know in the comment section. Happy to help you. But also, I hope that students who are actually going through these experiences will share their experience in the comment section so you can take appropriate decisions and make a better choice. Now, again, please understand, I'm not trying to discourage from you coming to United States. I do want you to come and I want you to be successful. I just wanted to show you this is what's going on right now. So come prepared with full awareness. So that way, when you come here, you didn't feel like, wait, I got scammed. No, you did not get scammed because you knew this. You chose this. So now work extra hard to get it, because you can get it. And I know that you will be able to get it. You now have to be extremely diligent and focused that how do you get there. Okay. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep smiling and keep hustling. You gotta hustle every single day.